You're waking up with Good Day Columbus.
Hey, welcome to our 9 o'clock hour of Good Day Columbus. So happy to be here. I'm here. Cam's here.
Yes.
Because Sean is still swinging from the mistletoe and bathing in a tub of eggnog.
She's sledding in the snow or something.
Yeah, she's enjoying her Christmas holiday. She'll be back tomorrow. But fun to have you here.
I'm excited. This is going to be really cool. We got a lot of cool things coming up in this hour. Now, if you have a lot of pictures that you've taken over the weekend, I know I have like 30,000 on my phone. We have some really cool ideas of what to do with them so they don't sit in the cloud or just stay on your phone. And I'll show you a really sweet DIY project to impress the family with one of those favorite snaps.
Ooh, okay, very cool. Plus, New Year's Eve, I know, it's coming up very quickly here. You ready to partay? Yeah, well, if you're hosting a get-together, you want to bring something to a party, we've got you covered. We're checking out some easy recipes that your friends are going to ask you for, and they are perfect for ringing in 2018. Yay!
Woohoo! Now, I do have a picture to show you.
Okay.
Because over the weekend, I mentioned taking holiday pictures. I want to throw this up.
Okay.
How many parties did you go to? If you can see, that is my grandpa in the background, and my mom with their phones up. Was that your Christmas? I know you took a lot of holiday photos.
No.
No?
No. We put our phones down for the most part.
Now, see, I had my phone down until I had to take a picture of this.
Yeah.
But that was like the whole week for me. It was amazing to see how many times, they pull their phone out to capture the memories. But that's another reason why we're telling you later on in the show what to do with those photos. But that was my Christmas right there, watching my mom and my grandpa take pictures of Chanel.
Well, that's the thing. You have a new baby in the house, so those phones are going to be out nonstop.
Right, opening all the presents and everything.
Aw, how was her first Christmas?
It was awesome. I mean, she doesn't know what's going on, but we love the presents that she got that she's going to play with. So.
Oh, good. Yeah. Very sweet. Next year, it'll be even more fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so what do you get the person who already has everything for Christmas?
Well, Kanye West had a pretty good idea, and he put a new twist on the term stocking stuffer. This is incredible. Kanye gave his wife, of course, Kim Kardashian, Apple headphones, Netflix and Amazon gift cards, Adidas socks, and a Mickey Mouse toy. Now, that's like pretty standard. You're going, okay. But that was just the beginning. The real present was what was in a different box.
So he followed up all of those gifts with stock.
Oh my gosh.
Of course he did, for each company. So he bought her shares of Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Adidas, and Disney.
I'm pretty sure all of those are doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. And not just a few shares, people. We are talking about a lot of stock. Fans took a close look at Kim K's Instagram story and managed to see just how much Kanye bought of a couple of the stocks. He got her 920 shares of Disney. And let me tell you, shares of Disney are not cheap. They're worth about $100,000. He also gifted her 995 shares of Adidas at nearly $170 a share. That's about $168,000.
Can they just share one of those? Just one. Share one share with me. Just give me one share of Disney with Marvel and everything.
You know, I think it's actually interesting that they even get each other gifts at this point. I mean, they have millions and millions and millions of dollars.
What do you do? And you know it's coming out of the same account.
Yeah.
So what's here's another Bentley. Here's more cash. Like, you have it.
You'd think at this point they would just do really cute little sentimental things and call it a day.
Make something yourself, Kanye, with your hands.
He makes those the Yeezys.
There you go.
Right? Okay.
That is a look at your headlines. Guys, we'll send it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kurt. Now, to add an extra layer of crazy to that flight, Ohio's very own John Legend and his wife, model Chrissy Teigen, were on board.
Yes, and she was out there tweeting, connecting to the plane's Wi-Fi, telling the story. You know, she's infamous on Twitter, too. She was having an all right time, though, saying we were all just having a great time up here flying in the sky and watching Gran Torino.
Great movie.
It is a great, I do love that movie. Love Clint Eastwood. Time to go home now. But she, I guess, had different concerns about the ticket scanners.
Yeah, she says that the unidentified person on board had a United ticket and not an ANA ticket, which then led her to wonder if, quote, the boarding pass scanner is just a beep-boop machine that makes beep-boop noises that register to nowhere. What's the purpose of it?
Yeah, exactly. She wasn't too upset, though. She said, the pleasure I get out of the story is worth more to me than a direct flight to Tokyo. But let me just say, this is a serious concern, and she's right about the ticket scanner. So the passenger was on the wrong plane, wrong airline, everything's wrong. You know they scan your ticket.
Like sometimes they don't check, because how many times you've been in the airport and you do it, they barely look down, they're just next, and I can totally see that happening, but there should be like a
that says stop.
Home Alone 2, all over again.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Well, glad nothing bad happened. Everyone
Yes.
made it home safe. They're off to Tokyo this morning. Okay. Have you been wondering what to do with all the holiday pictures you took all weekend long? No worries.
That's right. I've got some great ideas to put the spotlight on your best pictures for years to come. We'll be right back. I love the snow, Buck. If it's going to be cold, there might as well be snow, right?
100% agree with you on that.
So if you're like me, you couldn't stop snapping away this Christmas on your phones, capturing all of your favorite holiday moments. But what now? You have thousands of pictures in the cloud on your phone, but nothing to do with them. That's about to change, Jessica.
Ooh,
so
what's
I have a
going on?
couple different options and different ideas for you. So if you took a lot of phones, you might not know, but you can have unlimited 4x6 prints for free forever. Have you heard about this?
My mom told me about this the other night.
Yes. So,
she did. She said it was a special on
yeah,
Shutterfly.
So Shutterfly, you guys know the website. You can print canvases, pillows. If you download their app, which we have a picture of right here, there's an option that as long as you use the app on your phone, you can actually print as many photos as you want. This is 250 that I got for absolutely free.
Okay, I don't understand why though.
Because what they want to do is they want you to get and use their products. Now you do pay for shipping, but if
Okay.
you're smart, I found a free shipping code for all these babies right here. So you click it right there, and once you go
Wow.
through, and here's a tip. When you start taking photos now, because you'll see I have about 30,000 pictures in my roll,
Okay.
I favorite them. So then I have a separate favorites folder that then when I go to Shutterfly, I can just select all the favorites. I know those are the best ones without having to scroll. So that's your
Perfecto.
first option. Download the Shutterfly app. You can get tons of pictures. 99% of my photos are of Chanel.
I know,
Second
you got
option,
a lot of baby
you
pictures.
can head over to Midwest Photo off of 71. Now, if you want a really good quality print,
Okay.
that's a kind of if you want to frame it, if you want to put it on something else, they have an instant print machine there. That's incredible. You can plug your phone in, look it up on Instagram and Facebook, download it from there. So if you're looking for great prints, you can see I did that print right there. It took like 2 minutes, and you can do as many, and feel that. That's like a really good print.
Ooh, that's a
kind of the
beautiful
upside
picture.
to doing that. The downside with Shutterfly is they're a little bit lower quality,
Right.
but you're just doing it for quantity.
Okay.
Now, if the kids are still in town, we're going to move this way because we have a little
Okay.
DIY project.
Oh.
This is something that you can do that is transferring a photo onto a piece of wood using tattoo paper. So if you go to Joann Fabrics or you go to Michael's or online, you get this silhouette tattoo paper. It's about 10 bucks for 2 sheets.
Okay.
I've already taken the liberty of getting yours ready. Sweet Zoe.
Zozo.
There you go. So I already outlined it. I'm gonna have you start cutting.
Okay.
And this is cool. These are just wood slices that you can get at, any local store like Michael's or Joann. Make sure you use coupons. I got these for $3.
Okay.
So when you print it, once you do it, there's directions with the paper just for time. You're going to outline kind of what I've already done with Jessica's with a marker. So I'm just gonna go around like this with a little Sharpie on this side. This is going to be so neat. And this is great if you still have family in town, you're getting a little cabin fever with it being really cold outside.
Yeah.
This is something to do with the kids and really something a little bit special because we all took photos. And I do want to say both of these are camera phone pictures that we're holding in our hands right
these
here.
were with the, I took this with my iPhone of my sweet little Zozo.
And I do want to thank you for sending that to me because you took time out of your busy Christmas schedule to send that. So I'm going to put this around right here. Okay. Once I got it. Oh, speaking of, would you give up Zoe for $1 million?
Okay, no,
That was
and I
the
gotta
question.
tell you, I don't want to be really bring everyone down.
But you would.
This is Zoe's last Christmas.
Oh, no.
She is 12 years old and she can no longer walk.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't think she's gonna be around with us much longer. It was kind of a very sad Christmas.
Well, what a perfect way to
But
memorialize
yeah, we
her right
babied
here.
her like crazy over the holiday. And obviously we're extremely sad to lose her, but she's been an amazing
so
dog.
cute.
She is so cute and so sweet and so loving. And she's had a really good
Well, I think
life.
she's going to love this right here. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to take this
Sweet
guy, okay? I'm
baby.
just going to move this
Thank
out of the
you.
way. We can do what you want. I'm just going to throw that on the floor.
Okay.
So you're going to put this upside down.
Okay.
Right onto there, okay?
All right.
Now I want you to take this rag.
Okay.
Get it wet. That's why we have a bucket. Getting our hands dirty this morning,
Okay.
or clean, I should
That's
say.
okay.
Kind of squish it out. And this is just like a tattoo. And this is really simple. Now there's a couple other ways that you can do it by using like Mod Podge, and all those different things. But I want you to tap it down, just like a tattoo, and make sure the entire area gets wet.
Okay, like how wet do we want it?
I mean, just you're going to see the picture come through. And see all those little white marks? You want to make sure all of it is covered with water. So I'm going
Okay.
to move this out of the way for you so you can see a little bit better.
Okay.
Oh, and mine
This
slipped.
is fascinating. How did you find this?
So I'm a Pinterest guy. I looked this up on Pinterest. And I'm going to press it down and make sure you keep it in one spot.
Oh,
So,
I don't know about this.
Yeah, keep it in one spot. Let's see. I do have a backup.
Oh, I get it.
Okay,
so
so
it's
make sure
transferring.
it's all, yeah, it's transferring onto the wood. And what's cool about this is you're going to see with a lot of the lighter colors, the wood grain come through.
Okay.
So you're getting some natural elements. Okay, so I'm going to press down, and this should work. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, this is wild. Oh, this is so special too.
Oh, you know what? Hold up. I forgot to take the plastic off.
Kim! Oh, Kim, you are kidding me!
You're supposed to take the plastic off first, and that's so
There's a
funny because I did that last night.
Okay.
But as a backup, here, actually, we could still, let's see. Yeah, here you go. Backup right there. There's little Zoe. That's what it looks like.
Oh,
Boom.
that is amazing.
So I don't know if we can get a tight
I
shot
don't
of
know,
that.
yeah, can you guys zoom in on her? Can we see?
Right there. Boom. That's what it looks like when it's done.
That's precious.
Awesome. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so of course photos are the type of gift you won't
Show
ever
Chanel.
want to return. You won't, oh, there's Chanel. We'll show that side too. She wanted to show that. There you go.
Oh.
It might not be the gift that you might want to return, but that's not the case with everything.
No, thousands of people hitting the stores this week. They want to get a little cash or gift cards for the things maybe they didn't want. That's not the only reason this is one of the busiest shopping weeks of the year. Anita Vogel explained. Okay.
There we go.
We kind of
Here's
made
what-
it happen.
Here's what they look like, a little bit better right there. Boom.
Oh, there's our sweet Zozo.
Yeah,
Aw.
normally that would be into the wood if I followed directions correctly.
2017, no doubt, was full of huge health stories from new technologies to epidemics.
Yes, and health even took the spotlight in Hollywood when Selena Gomez opened up about a friend who donated her kidney to the singer.
Manny Alvarez takes a look back at the year in health. It was a pretty big year. Wow, when you see it all put together like that. Okay, don't go anywhere. We have some special guests about to join us in the studio.
That's right, we're hanging out with some critters from the Ohio Wildlife Center when we come back.
I got the eye of the tiger.
All right, if your kids are feeling a little cooped up over Christmas break, maybe you're feeling a little cooped up with the kids over Christmas break, we have an event to get you out and about today.
Oh, it's amazing. Your family can meet animals up close and personal, and you don't even have to spend too much time outside in the cold. Joining us now is Stormy Gibson, Education Director of the Ohio Wildlife Center. How you doing, Stormy?
I'm doing great. How about you? I'm a little warmer than I was earlier.
Yes. Now, I know Jessica's going to love this. You're going to love this. Who is this? You knew it was coming. I mean, it's an owl. I mean,
Like, you just can't stop them. You can't stop them.
This is Aurora, and Aurora is one of our animal ambassadors that came in through our free community wildlife hospital. So obviously you can see she is missing her left eye. She was an injured animal that someone from the community brought to us, and she went into the hospital. That eye was unable to be saved, and now she's one of our animal ambassadors that you can come and see it, celebrate with the critters.
now, how does that affect her? I mean, as far as obviously she can't hunt.
Yeah, how does it affect? I want to actually her daily life. How does that?
So we provide her food, so she doesn't have to hunt. Now, if she was a wild bird, obviously she wouldn't be able to hunt. And so she wouldn't be able to be one of our release candidates. Now, we've had tons of animals come in this year, over 5,000 animals, which is, you know, a big year for us. And so a lot of our animals get released. We release them back to the wild. That's our goal. But some of them do become animal ambassadors.
What does she eat?
She eats mice, and she also eats worms, and sometimes mealworms and fish. So
Love
she's a meat eater.
And if you can, I don't know if you can see it at home right now, but she's actually dozing off a
She
little bit.
is. So she's, you know, each animal has its own personality, and so she is very relaxed. She's a lot bigger than our boy screech owls because she is the girl. She spends a lot of time on the nest, and these are cavity nesters. So
what does that mean?
That means that they need old trees in order to have their babies, and
okay.
so right now they kind of be pairing up to be able for mating season in.
You mean
in the
like
wild.
cupcaking other owls?
Yeah. How does that work, Stormy?
Well, that's another segment.
I love it. And something that's cool that people might not know is I always think of owls. Jessica and I were talking. They got the big eyes, and you think that's their main source for hunting, but you said that's not the case.
It isn't. So these owls actually have really good ears, and so they use their hearing in order to really find their food. And
That is so cool.
I had no idea.
And so this is an owl that you would see come out at dusk and dawn, and they're silent flyers. I don't know if you can see how fuzzy she looks. That fuzziness allows her to be really quiet when she flies, and so she's can see the urine of the mice in a different spectrum than we can, and so she swoops down and catches them that way.
That's incredible. That just
Isn't that
blows my
amazing?
mind.
I know. Well, tell us about the event today. It's Celebrate with the Critters, right?
Celebrate with the Critters.
Yeah.
It's our after holiday event because we've celebrated the human holiday. Now
Yeah.
we want
Yeah.
the holidays with
They
the
get
animals.
their own.
That's right. And so it's at Ohio Wildlife Center at 6131 Cook Road from 1 to 4 today in Powell. We'd love to see you. A lot of the activities are inside,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
outside.
thank
So-
goodness.
So
Oh.
we'll be making bird feeders. You'll see more of our animal ambassadors. We have crafts and games for the kids.
So sweet. Tell everyone what kind of animals they can see today.
So today you could see anything from a snake to a bat to more owls and maybe even a coyote.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That's what I
that's
love.
fun.
And all these animals are so well taken care of. So
Yeah.
I've seen you behind the scenes, so I know what goes into it. So thank you for allowing
Thank
people
you
to come
guys
see your animals. That's
for
amazing.
allowing
thank you.
Aurora and I to come out and visit you guys.
I know, she is extra special. Thanks, Aurora.
Thank you, Aurora. She's like, I had too many mice over Christmas, so I'm just gonna-
Tired.
She's
And
so...
the soothing sound of your voice is
That's
just
right.
too much for her.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. You know Aurora's the name for Sleeping Beauty. It all makes sense.
Boom.
Boom, got it.
Now coming up, Buck's got another look at just how cold it's going to be out there today and the rest of the week.
Yes, and we're looking at just how much you need to bundle up to protect yourself from those dangerous wind chills. We want to keep you safe.
Not walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine.
Just about time for your big New Year's Eve party.
That's right. Here to give us some ideas for great food and drinks to bring in the new year is Hannah Lewis from the Beard and the Baker's blog. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
in.
so
Let's get
excited.
started. You're over there with Jess. What are you having us do? Put
all
us
right.
to work.
So we are making a fun cocktail that can be made for adults or for kids. So
Okay.
we're gonna rim our glasses first. So you just dip it in some lemon juice. Yep.
Lemon
Right
juice.
in there, and then you dip it in the sugar. Perfect. See how pretty that is?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It
And so
reminds
this-
me of snow.
Exactly.
very pretty.
It's so
That is here.
seasonal. And then you toss in the blueberries. Really, these are just because they look pretty. So,
Yes.
and then this is the adult one. Do the kids one too.
Okay, so adult one you're going to fill
Adult
up.
one I'm gonna do. So just grab some champagne. This is $6.99 at Whole Foods Market. So go
Okay.
and stock up.
Okay.
So you're just gonna do 1 part champagne, super easy.
Yeah.
And then you do 1 part lemonade.
Ooh.
That's simple.
Isn't that the easiest thing you've ever seen?
And it's very pretty.
Give me the kid one, Jess, because I
Okay.
like that. So what do you replace with alcohol? if
Okay,
I'm doing
so
one
for
part
this one, you're
lemonade?
just gonna do lemon lime soda. So it
Oh.
still has the bubbles.
Okay.
And it's still beautiful and easy peasy.
That's
Delicious.
such a great idea.
Right?
You know what? The blueberries, I think, like you said, it's going to taste good when you eat them, but it just looks cool.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Exactly. So
All right.
cute.
So we got the drinks.
Yep, we got
now
the
we
drinks.
have food.
Now we have food. Here's your straw. Okay, so these
Oh, that's
are
good. Sorry.
right,
Oh.
delicious. With
That's
the
all he
extra
needs.
sugar.
That's all he needs is more sugar. Oh, my
Exactly.
goodness.
So these are a super easy tip whether you are hosting or you are going to a New Year's Eve. So I'm going to start for you. So these are mini cheese balls. Do you guys ever
Okay.
do cheese balls at your
Yes.
holidays?
I've never made them.
You've never
Are
made
you
them?
serious?
No.
Listen, you got a little sugar on your sugar. Cheese balls are a tradition
They
in our
are
house.
super easy. So my aunt actually usually makes a cheese ball. So sorry, Aunt Linda, but I'm spicing it up a little bit this year. I'm going to make mini cheese balls. So all you do, cream
Okay.
cheese, you
Cream
do
cheese.
a shredded pepper jack, a shredded cheddar, and you just mix it in your stand mixer and make sure it's room temperature so it gets that nice little roll on it.
Oh,
then
okay.
I'm going to move the string so we can see the full effect.
Okay.
This is great.
These are, believe this or not, these are crushed up nacho cheese tortilla chips. Yes.
So
I
it's
just
gonna
made
roll
them
them around
Just
and
gonna
then
roll them around.
Crushed
love
up
those.
chips?
Yes, isn't that so easy?
That's fun.
Yep. So the fun thing about this, good job. Oh yeah. Perfect. Here's a couple more.
Now I'm getting ahead. Am I rolling this?
in
Am I...
bacon.
What?
Yeah.
Bacon?
Yeah, that's bacon. So
Oh my gosh.
I actually don't eat pork, so this is a really nice option for people who might have some dietary decisions. So I don't eat pork, so I did the crushed up tortilla chips because
Okay.
why not?
Okay.
So all you do is you roll them in little balls. You can make them as big or as small as you want.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna take a
These are
little
really
pretzel
cute.
stick. You're gonna dip it right on top. And then
Those are great because how
You
many
have a mini
parties do you
cheese
go
ball.
to
Yeah.
when you're like, oh, you get stressed out making the appetizers?
Exactly.
When this
These
is
are-
so easy.
Yeah, and they're really, really cute too.
And the thing that's awesome
Cool.
is that it's super sanitary. So if you are going to a party, if you are going to a party, you don't have to scrape off that cheese ball. You don't have to share it. Plus, who doesn't love all the outside? That's really my favorite part. So
This is
Wow.
delicious.
isn't it good?
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
it's really good. It actually reminds me, we have this recipe on our blog called taco pie that uses Doritos.
Okay.
These are a little, nicer versions.
Now, Tony, how much
Doritos.
time do we have left? Do we have time to get to this real quick? Is this? Oh yeah.
Yep,
So
let's
Yeah?
go ahead.
Okay,
go this.
perfect.
You brought everything.
I
You
brought
the whole
all
kitchen.
the things. Okay, so have you guys ever heard of Marcona almonds?
No.
I've
Okay.
heard of almonds.
So these are
I'm
Marcona
glad you
almonds.
heard of almonds.
And they are amazing. They're
Okay.
a little bit different. So I'm going to open some up really fast for you. Do you see this oil on
They
here?
look
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah,
They're
so
shiny.
these are really nice Spanish almonds.
Okay.
And you can, again, get them at Whole Foods Market in the specialty department. They're awesome. These are, this little recipe is great for a hostess gift. So just toss them in a mason jar, put a little ribbon on it, and you're good to go.
Oh, nice.
So we have 3 different kinds here. We have a lavender sugar.
Ooh.
I actually had these at a restaurant in Pittsburgh a few weeks ago. And all you do is, here's our lavender.
Oh, wow.
So you
That's
take
good.
culinary lavender, you take a little bit of sugar and you put it in a food processor, blend it up, and you just toss them because they already have all that oil in them
Right.
Yeah.
that you don't have to add anything else.
And so it sticks to, that's really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys like spice?
I like spicy.
Okay, these are harissa. So they're a little bit spicier. So you do the same thing. You just toss with some sugar, toss with a little bit of the harissa.
yeah.
Aren't those good? And then my favorite is cinnamon and sugar.
I'm
So
just mixing them
this
all
is
up.
my handy dandy shaker. Thanks, Mom, for the present. And you just put some cinnamon sugar on there, and you are seriously
And I
good
can
to go.
imagine these are semi-healthy, depending on how much sugar
Right?
you put on. You start
Exactly.
the new year with healthy food.
Exactly, and you can use any type of, if you have leftover herbs, you can do dried herbs, you can do
Wow.
fresh ones, pull some cilantro, make a little
Awesome.
Southwest style. So that's really all you do. Here, I'll show you how easy it is. So you just pour some in here.
Now, I know we're going to put all the recipes on our website,
Yep.
goodbaycolumbus.com. Hannah, how can people stay connected with you?
So we have our website, it's thebeardandthebaker.com.
Okay.
So all our recipes are on there. You can look for us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter if you guys still use Twitter. You can find us on any of those places. We have loads of recipes, some restaurant reviews. We love Columbus, so we just like to share things
There,
with you
Jessica,
guys.
that's for you. I made that.
Well, oh, cheers. You,
Cheers. Oh, I made that for you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll eat my own.
Right?
Coming up, we're looking back at one of my favorite adventures of the entire year. Here's a hint. I promise you'll be on the edge of your seat when we come back.
Gotcha.
See the hand? Calm right there. Now, there are a couple rules that I broke when I got here. One, you do want to wear light colors, correct?
Right.
They don't like black?
Right. They see different colors than we do. They see an ultraviolet light, so it's more blues and purples, more of
Got
those
it.
light colors.
Okay, so since I'm wearing a pink shirt, thanks to Kelly, the treasurer we spoke to. Where are you, Kelly? Is Kelly around here? She's over there. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for giving me your shirt.
So this, of all the features we
You
did
use-
this year,
you
this
use
one was the
awesome
one that got the
detergent. It
biggest
smells great.
reaction.
So,
Because
Well,
of the
yeah.
aftermath.
There was an
because
incident.
There was an incident, and it was my fault because I said a word with an M and there was a B there, so I accidentally squished a bee in my mouth. That one stung me, releases pheromones, a couple more around my mouth. So after, when I came back to the station, this is what I looked like. And then the next day, it like moved to my nose. I looked like a monkey, like
I know.
how big it was. But again, it was my fault. I've done this 3 or 4 times now. But yeah, that was my highlight of 2017.
Unbelievable.
Getting free lip injections, the natural
Well, I was
way.
going to say, yeah, if you ever wanted to double as an Orange County housewife.
Yeah.
There's your
And at the end, it's
chance.
funny because they cut away. And I made a rule now. I'm like, listen, if I'm going to go through something like this, you
Yeah.
better keep it up. My code is if I drop the mic,
Right.
that's when you can cut away something bad's happening. If
Woo.
not, let it roll, baby.
I mean, I
let
will
it
not
roll.
forget that you had to take time off of work because you were so
The
swollen.
next day, yeah.
I always say, because you are so brave, you will do anything.
Anything.
But sometimes things
Like
go
sip
wrong.
a lemonade drink out of a straw.
That's not okay.
This has been awesome today, by the way. Can I
I
give you
know,
a high five?
it's been fun.
This has been great.
We have a good time here.
I
You're
like
always
it.
out and about. It's nice to be in the studio sometimes, right?
Well, it's cold outside, so I made sure that happened. I
yeah,
want to be warm.
I knew you knew what was going on. All right, we'll be right back.